Well.
Well.
Hello there.
Hi.
How you guys doing?
Bad. How are you feeling?
Arm hurts, but other than that, feeling pretty fucking spectacular, man.
Okay.
Holy shit. Yeah, I am blown away. Absolutely fucking blown away by how well it went. And I think there are a couple things that led to that. But you want to know what the number one fucking, you know what the number one thing was that I think was the magic trick? The fucking pop can.
Pop can?
Dude, holding on to the ice cold pop can strongly with a hand on the arm that was getting the shot was like weird fucking magic. Dude, it was, I didn't even feel the needle. I felt nothing. I had to ask him if he'd done it yet.
Wow.
It was incredible.
Good trick.
I know. So I clenched my toes because I've heard that helps a lot. I held on to the ice cold pop can, you know, as it was happening. And Kaylee was also asking me some questions. What did you ask me?
I don't even know. We were talking about movies, like what movie did we last go see before?
Oh yeah, we were talking about Star Wars and how I went in full Jedi cosplay to the last movie I've seen in a theater. Yeah,
Totally charming, the nurse for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but dude, that fucking ice cold pop can. Literally, I didn't even know that the needle had happened. I sat down, I looked away, I held onto the pop can real tight. I felt him do the little alcohol swab, right? And then I felt something that was not swab and felt something that was not swab. And then I thought it was done, but then he did something else. And then he kind of walked away. And I was like, did you do it? And he's like, yeah, we're all done. I was like, holy shit, I didn't even feel it, man. Oh my God.
That's so fucking crazy.
Because I really think a huge part of the panic attack response is linked to the pinch of the needle.
Sure,
and
totally.
The fact that my brain didn't get that trigger, it didn't get that pain pinch to tell it to freak out, meant that it just didn't freak out.
I think that's it, man. That sounds like the fucking magic trick.
Yeah, holy fuck. So apparently the needles are very fine. So that was probably part of it. And then the other part, dude.
Round one or something?
Yeah, round one. I just got my Moderna 5G 50% upgrade today.
Nice.
I know, man.
I hope tomorrow you wake up and your arm is sore as shit.
It's already pretty sore. I think tomorrow it's going to be real bad.
Does it get pretty sore?
It does. It gets pretty sore. Just stretch it. It'll be like you worked out really hard with that arm.
Okay, I was just saying
it's not anything like, oh my God, it's like somebody ripped off my arm. It just feels like
okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's like in high school where they would just like punch your arm like slug bug. That's, you know, a day of that in high school. That's about
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's Ven, I don't know if I've talked about this, my incredible phobia of needles.
Oh.
Yeah. Real bad.
No memes either. He's like, for realsy, this is the one thing, really.
Exactly. Like true phobia where there's no conscious aspect of it. Like, I know needles aren't scary. I know it's full of medicine and it goes a little bit into the skin and it takes 2 seconds and the most pain is a tiny little pinprick. So consciously, zero fear of these things at all. None whatsoever. But no matter how much I convince myself, as soon as the concept of a needle is brought up, I get tunnel vision, I get overwhelming nausea, I pass out, I sweat like crazy, and I get incredible headaches, and it's a full subconscious phobia panic attack. And there's nothing I can do about it because there's nothing conscious or rational about the fear. It's this weird, dumb subconscious phobia. And so when I heard that I was getting my first shot, first thing that my body did was start having a fucking panic attack. I started feeling lightheaded. I started getting nauseous, all that stuff. But I need to get this fucking shot. At first I thought I was just gonna not get it, and I was like, whatever, I'll just go catch COVID. Who fucking cares? But
Oh wow.
Yeah, no, legitimately, I was like, I don't care. I'll wait until 75% vaccination in the population, so everybody's safe. Then I'll just go out and catch it. I don't care. It's better than getting a needle because the needle is fucking the end of the world for me.
That's how you die.
That's how you die. Yeah, it's getting the needle. That's the real trick. And so, anyways, I was thinking that I was just gonna not get it, and then because I'm a responsible fucking adult who thought about it for a little while, I was like, God, I'm gonna have to fucking get it, aren't I? And so yeah, I was scheduled to get it tomorrow, but they called me during the stream today, and they're like, hey, we have some openings today. You want to come in today? I was like, God, no, but yeah, sure. And so a lot of people had a lot of tips on how to, because it's my primal lizard brain that gets fucked up, right? It's not my conscious brain. Yeah. And so people had some
rational part that no matter how much you ration with it, it's going to be like, no, I'm going to freak out.
Exactly. You can't rationalize with the part of your brain that refuses to listen to rations. So, so people had a lot of tips on how to trick the lizard part of your brain. And the parts that really helped were clenching your toes really helps. So that was definitely part of it. When I had some of the earlier panic attacks, just thinking about it, clenching my toes really helped a lot. Another thing that really helped, I think, was Kaylee asked me a question as I was having the needle, which forced my brain to kind of break away and not think about the thing that was happening. But the number one fucking piece of magic that I will tell every soul I meet forever is to hold on to an ice cold can of soda in the hand of the arm that's getting the shot. I was getting it in my right arm, so I held an ice cold Coke Zero in my right hand, and I held it. Brand's important. I held it really tight, and I didn't even feel the needle go in at all whatsoever, none whatsoever. So I didn't even provide my brain that little pinch trigger that causes it to go into a fucking panic attack. So I fucking sat there, got the needle, had to ask him if he had done it yet, and then I was just completely good to go. So for me, it's a really silly, dumb thing that 7-year-olds worry about, where they're like, I don't want to get a needle, but like seriously, like my 7-year-old brain never grew up, I guess. And I managed to fool a 7-year-old today, I guess.
Good job.
Yeah, so proud of you. I had a buddy of mine in high school. He was same thing, deathly afraid of needles. Like, it was bad, and he had to go in for a shot. I think it was like a tetanus because he cut his arm on a rusty fence or some shit like that. So he had to go get a fucking tetanus shot. So anyways, we go. And he's freaking out, like literally me and 3 other guys are like having to drag him into the fucking office because he didn't want to go. Yeah. And so moments before he was like going to get the shot, and he saw the tetanus needle. Remember those things? Those things are huge. Yeah. And he looks at me and he's like, punch me in the fucking face. And I was like, sure. And he's like, punch me in the face. I was like, bam! And I punched him in the face, and he was too busy on the face pain that he took the shot like a man.
Oh my God. And little did he know, all he needed to do was hold a can of pop or have him or have you ask him a question.
There was Coke Zero around.
Oh man, yeah. So anyways, it's a silly little thing, but I'm actually I'm just so elated that I didn't pass out or throw up in front of everybody in there. Like I really was worried that I just like vomit all over and make a huge scene. And the fact that like I just fucking walked in and walked out like a normal human, for me that's huge. Okay.
Did you like you were saying during stream, I'm gonna ask where the staff bathroom is. Did you have like a plan of attack after you figured out where that was?
So they said the bathroom was available. The guy did bring in a barf bag though. He's like, you're not going to need this, but there it is in case you need it.
Yeah, he's like, I have this. Don't think about it.
Yeah, he's like, I've got that over there. Don't think about it. He was really great. He was really good. No, he was super cool. And I was able to tell him, I was like, hey, just so you know, when we get in there, I might pass out or throw up or something. And I'm sorry now. And I don't mean to. Trust me, if it was up to me, I wouldn't do it. So, no, he was really cool. And I'm really, really glad to get the first shot. Arm definitely hurts. It's going to hurt more tomorrow, but I don't give a shit about that. Pain was never the worry for me. So
Lastiel and Ben, do you both have both?
I am 100% 5G compliant.
Oh my god.
I'm 2.5.
0.5.
I get my it means halfway there. I get my that means I got the J&J. No, I get my second shot in 2 weeks actually from tomorrow.
Hey,
Nice.
that's awesome.
So
Fucking right.
I'm not looking forward to it because everyone says the second shot's the one that you're gonna have like the guaranteed flu symptoms for like a day.
Yep.
So I'm not looking forward to it, but man, am I excited to have sex in public again.
Wait,
Wait, what?
Me too.
You mean you stopped for the last year?
No, I don't have curtains. I'm just gonna keep banging on my couch until the homeowners association sends me a check.
Is everything okay in there?
Oh, awesome. I'm glad you got it, man. It's
Yeah.
done. And now you know the next one's going to be even easier.
Exactly,
Right.
man. I'm just gonna bring a fucking pop can in, and that's gonna be the key. I've got my secret fucking idol. I've got my own fucking phylactery now.
Yeah.
But that second shot is going to it's not going to mess you up, but for me, like I think it was like it was actually about 2-3 weeks ago when I got the second shot. I think I even put it in the Discord. I was just like,
Yeah.
I might be a space case every now and then, so it was kind of hard, not necessarily hard to focus, but it was like the pain in my arm was worse than the first one, and it was just like it was distracting me.
Yeah,
Wow.
sure.
I had to get like ibuprofen, and I was just like, I need a painkiller, otherwise I'm just, that is it. You know?
Yeah.
Like, that's all I will focus on.
Wow.
Totally. But did you have the flu symptoms with your second shot?
No, luckily I did
Wow.
not.
Yeah. Nice.
Wow, very nice.
I know a few people who just went right breezed right through it.
Okay, we'll see.
So I know that I won't be one of those.
Yeah, I know that's just it, right? It's like, all right, well, I know what to not expect then.
I had Pfizer too. I don't know if that makes a difference.
Okay,
I wonder.
yeah, I wonder.
I have Moderna. I think it's Moderna. I don't know. It's one of them. I'm American. I don't have to worry about that shit. I just got my arm. We got plenty of them.
Brag.
Yeah. So, anyways, happy day. I'm so happy that I got my shot, and I'm even happier that I got it like a normal human.
Does that mean we're gonna get a bunch of extra loot and stuff off of monsters today?
Yes.
Um,
Yeah, let's go.
Well, I mean, hey, we can count this as kind of well, I'll get to it in the recap, actually.
Before we get to the recap, I want to compliment you on that note right there. This campaign has now been what, two years easy? Right?
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
over almost 2.5.
So the first time I played D&D, it was I found myself really super loving like the loot system. What did I find? What did I get? How can I upgrade? I love that, like, you know, mission and then reward, that like gratification of like, oh, I've gotten more powerful from this, you know?
Yeah.
And I thought that was genuinely like how you played D&D.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
And not knocking my previous campaign, because that was really fun, but I don't think we've looted a single monster in 2 fucking years. It's been entirely story based, and I just realized at this point right now that I haven't looted anything. So actually, never mind. I take it all back. I fucking hate you. Give me
That's fair.
Fuck you, pay me.
It is interesting. I find this campaign to be so very different than most other campaigns out there. It's such a weird novelty of a D&D campaign. But I don't know. I kind of like how different it is. It's a little bit weird. It's a little bit different.
I love it, man. I fucking love it.
Yeah, I like it. And
Oh no!
oh
No! Oh
What?
no!
Don't tell me wings just showed up.
No, I ordered
He's
Wendy's,
smiling.
but it's ordered from the one Wendy's that always takes like 3 hours to get.
Oh no!
Yeah, no, man. It's crazy that I think that I've been totally captivated by the campaign the entire time. I've been
I'm glad.
the whole time.
I'm really glad because I put a huge amount of effort into the story and making it interesting and intriguing and trying to capture your guys' interest with the mysteries and puzzles and characters and places and stuff.
100%.
And I try to make the item, because I've given you guys a couple items, right? I give them out very sparingly, but they're usually really fucking weird ass cool items, and I like that.
I like those.
Yeah, man, the weird thing. Yeah, I love all the weird little items we get with weird little things that come in handy, like once in a and you're like, oh shit, I have this item. Oh my god.
Exactly, yeah.
I love that shit.
Like you get to learn a secret, and it's like any secret ever, as long as it's not known now but was known at some point. It's like that's fucking weird, and I don't
It's so
have a
specific
plan for that.
I want to hold on to it forever because there's got to be the exact right time to use it.
Yeah,
Right.
And then it's like no, I have not come up with a time for you to use it. It's not like a lock and key kind of item. I literally just fucking gave it to you. I was like, yeah, use it whenever the fuck you want, and then I just hope that it doesn't fuck me over when you use it.
That's the thing.
But I love it. I really do. Listen, I think I got the most fucked over a DM can possibly get at the end of the first arc with the liar's tongue. So it's all downhill from there. I've felt the worst it can feel. I think from here on out, it's just
How
lesser
bad did
degrees.
I like fuck up the arc with that? Like I didn't mean to. I thought I was using it how it was meant to be used.
Okay, do you want to know a little secret? Okay, so here's a little secret. When you guys called Volos in that final confrontation without a plan, well, I mean, to my mind, without a plan for how to stop him from just taking the key, you had basically entered the bad ending of the campaign. That was basically going to be it. It was a huge gamble, and he was a huge boon to the fight where it kind of nullified the entire encounter, but the punishment for that was basically you lose a different way. So by using the liar's tongue, you managed to completely negate the cost of using the get out of final combat free card. So it was really interesting in that if you had just like fought and triumphed, it probably would have been very similar. But by taking two fucking massive home run swings, you ended up doing it in an insane way. I was really like, when you guys called Volos and I was not aware of your plan on how to circumvent the cost he was going to take from you, I was kind of working on how to wrap up the campaign at that point. As I was describing how things were going, I was thinking to myself, how am I going to be playing out the rest of the denouement of the campaign now that it's basically over? So when you use the liar's tongue and you said what you said, there was no way out of it for me, and you completely 180'd me when I was basically ready to walk the campaign out the door. So it was huge to a level that is hard to describe.
Can you recount, because I think I might have been on a little bit of the devil's lettuce, can you recount the nature of that? Because I cannot believe that I agreed so willingly to call Volos. Can you just give us a little refresher on that one?
Back then, it didn't really need everybody to agree. So you might have been working on something else, but basically you guys entered the room with Kerr, right? And you sacrificed Hutch to create that link.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was still super fucking scary.
Sure.
And it looked really bad. Okay. So I don't remember who it was, but somebody called out to Volos. If I had to guess, probably Jake. But
Probably fucking Jake.
Someone called out to Volos and was like, hey, give us a hand. And because she was weakened from the tether that you guys attached her, she would have been a match, right? Power-wise, she would have been a match because she was a planar key. But you had massively weakened her with the tether. So Volos just fucking went to Pound Town and completely demolished her.
Not in the fun way.
Not in the fun way. Not the fun Pound Town. Just completely fucking destroyed her. And then began to take the planar key. And there was nothing you guys could do. He just started sucking out the planar key, and then he held it in his hand. It was so close. He fucking had it. And then
oh my God.
Galdric held out the liar's tongue, crushed it, and said, like, you need to give that to me or else we're all gonna die. Like,
I said it was gonna kill him.
It was gonna kill. Yeah. You have to give that to me or else it'll kill you.
Oh my God.
And the thing with the liar's tongue is after you crush it and say it, whatever lie you tell is believed completely.
Oh my God.
Now here's the real question I have for you. This one's you're gonna have to fight yourself on this because I don't know.
Yeah.
It just said that they would believe the lie.
Yeah.
Does it ever say that they find out the truth, or does he still believe to this day that I saved him?
So I know, and I've been thinking about this. I think I had a solid answer to it. I think he's figured it out by now, but I think it was not because he realized that it was a lie. I think it was he like researched and whatever, but I think he figured it out.
So it's not that he figured it out, it's that he believes that I was wrong.
Yeah. That's yes, exactly. Yeah. He never figured out it was a lie. Exactly. He believed you were. He discovered that you were wrong in your assertion, which he believed completely at the time. Yeah, that's what it was. But yeah, no. So that was fucking insane. It was so crazy. I was like, shit, guys. I think this is the end. Like, you know, the cost of calling the ultimate fucking Omega weapon is that it does as it pleases. And yeah, no, it's fucking insane. Totally fucking insane. It was a totally nuts encounter, and it was as much as it like fucked me over. It was one of the highlights of the campaign for me because it was so fucking unbelievable. It was so fucking surreal. It was such a culmination of insane things all at once.
I remember distinctly not expecting it and then having no fucking clue if it was gonna work. I had no idea if that shit was gonna work.
Oh man. Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you guys never stop surprising me with the shit, as is evidenced by the shit you guys just pulled.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit. Yeah. The fucking shit you guys just did is insane.
Can I change my line from whatever I said, like I'm here to serve it, or can I change it to let's make a deal?
I love it.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
Yeah. Okay. And on that note, actually, Galdric has a couple changes. Not many, but a couple changes to his paladin class. Okay. Two main changes. The one is your vow. You took a vow, which I believe was valor, which means that you would not suffer any evil creature to live. Okay. That was the vow when you were with your previous god. With your new, as a new acolyte, you now have a vow of truth, and now lies are forbidden. Yeah.
Ben's muted.
He's screaming.
I was about to say.
He's lying right now, yeah.
He's screaming.
That's like saying Slump's not allowed to be loud. I am furious.
And let's drill down on this a little bit more, right? Like, what does that mean? You know, lies are forbidden. Lies are considered basically sins. It's not that you go to hell the first time you lie. It's that you lose favor in your God's eyes when you lie. So you can still lie, but pick and choose when you do it, because you have to know that they are frowned upon by the gods. So, you know, it's not an immediate thing that you can't ever do it, or, you know, there's a direct punishment each time. Just be aware that when you lie, there is a
audit.
Yeah, you know, there's
Okay.
yeah, it's a stacking cost the more you do it, kind of thing.
You just got to pre-purchase some indulgences.
Exactly.
Okay, fuck me. What the fuck is this? Like a fucking change? God damn it.
I need to find a confession booth for him.
The things I do for you team.
And I was gonna say, honestly, like you can atone for them too. Like you can literally tell a giant lie that is a massive sacrament, and then you can atone for it.
I'm in a human body and now have human.
Oh my god.
Gross. I didn't like that. That was another lie.
Oh my god. And then the other thing is that you can no longer cast resurrection. So Lou can technically cast resurrection, but you know the spell only has limited effectiveness without the full ritual. Now you cannot cast resurrection. You have to go meet with Joan and barter and deal with her.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, Joan. I just put Joan in front of resurrection.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah. So those are the two. Those are the two changes. The vow is now truth, and resurrection is now a barter with Joan.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah. Everything else, I looked over all the other spells. I think they're basically all fine now. They'll just have a little bit of a Joni flavor to them. With that, I think I can start by welcoming folks to our tabletop RPG stream called Monsters Ain't Real, where we use the Dungeon World rule set to enjoy some good old-fashioned RPG fun set in a pirates and swashbucklers universe. To anyone who is new, all the old episodes are up on YouTube, and the podcast is being populated, but I know it has a couple issues with like episodes disappearing and stuff. I'm working on it. I don't understand podcasts all that well. We're working through it. But regardless, even if this is your first time ever, you can still just hang out and enjoy the nonsense fun. The recap for last time. Last time, you guys continued through the dungeon of Los Sanos, and you found a room that took quite a toll on you guys. The trap that was laid by the Lich cost Slump both of his arms and Locke the better part of one of his arms.
Yep.
And it was not all in vain, as you were able to retreat back to the ship, fashion some new arms using Locke's handicraft technique, and then you returned to the dungeon, and you actually managed to find the Lich's phylactery. So it ended up being, I guess net positive, but it wasn't my arms that were ripped off. So I guess it's kind of up to you to decide whether it was a net positive. Then, in a move that I could have never predicted, Galdric offered the phylactery to Joan Divinia as an initiation offerance to become the very first ever acolyte to Joan. Galdric did his best to mitigate the effects of breaking his oath to whatever god he was assigned upon arriving here. And then the deal was sealed as Joan accepted the phylactery, and Galdric became basically a paladin of the domain of death. And then one thing before we get going. When you guys had your fucking arms ripped off,
yep,
I imposed dexterity penalties going forward as the arms were kind of clunky and stuff like that.
Sure.
Now, I'm going to say two things. The first thing is, I am undoing the dexterity penalty, and I'm going to explain why that is. I love DMing, but I also really love playing. And when I play, I like my character to get fucking beat up. I like them to succeed, and I like them to be the hero, but I like them to suffer. I like them to get beat up, punished, and like injured and mutilated in ways that last forever. Because to me, when I'm a player, I like my character wearing his adventure on his skin. I like that kind of going through. And so I was kind of doing that for you guys, where I was like letting you guys wear your adventure on your skin and having these permanent defects that remind you of the adventure you've gone through. But it was after the session, and I was talking to Kaylee because I was like, man, was that too much? And I was talking to Kaylee, and I basically talked my own way out of it, where I was like, you know what I did? I imposed my preferred way of playing on you guys, and all you guys got was to watch the DM fucking mutilate your characters and then punish you and take away your stats. And that's not cool if you're not me. Like, if you're not me playing, that just feels bad. So I want to walk it back, because all I did was impose my preferred way of playing on you guys, And I think that was unfair because it was a no-win puzzle. It was designed to be basically a no-win puzzle. You guys were going to suffer, and it was just how much. And for me, that's cool when I'm playing. I dig that. But not everyone likes having a puzzle where it's just going to beat you up. And so we're walking back the dex bonus. You guys still have your ripped off arms, so you still get the mutilation aspect, and you have your metal arms and everything like that. But but there's no dexterity minus anymore. So if you had a minus, just remove that. And I'm going to keep that in mind, that not everyone likes to watch the DM rip their dolls up and say, isn't that cool? So the last thing we heard was a roar that came screaming up the cavernous hallways as the deal with Joan Davinia took effect. And that's where we jump in. But first, we will take a ride on the narrative camera. I will warn you guys that the music can take a second to kick in. So if you don't hear anything, that's okay. It just takes a minute. We open on a man on his knees in prayer. It is Galdric moments ago. He is bathed in a warm, holy, golden light. He utters his prayer, and it is desperate and sacred, but it is also the breaking of an oath. He asks for the gods' understanding to release him from his oaths so that he may take up new ones with the god of the dead. And a beam of golden light shoots up as he looks to his god, asking for the impossible. The beam of golden light, his prayer, shoots through the ceiling of the dungeon. The camera cuts to a faraway view of the island, and we see this one pure beam of golden light shoot straight up towards the heavens, towards his god that he never really knew, towards any god that will hear him. The camera moves up with the light, piercing the clouds, cutting the blue haze of the atmosphere, and slicing through the pitch black of space, faster and faster. It accelerates. Our vision blurs trying to keep up with it. Fire, water, light, dark, twisting visions of love and hate. Until we see a massive tree with black bark and deep blue leaves twinkling with starlight. The tree is so massive, the golden light is barely visible as a tiny thread reaching up towards the boughs. And the light explodes like fireworks. A tiny spark next to the immense tree, but the tiny filaments scatter all about. The boughs of the tree gently blow in an unseen wind, and whispers are carried along it. The breeze dies, and the glowing tendrils of the prayer fade. The camera speeds back down to Galdric as he sits there on his knees. The holy golden light now gone. Galdric raises his hands. Held in them is the gem containing the Lich's soul, offered to Joan Davinia. We see an aura of darkness surround him. The light dies in a halo around his hands. The camera descends, and just below Galdric, seeming to come through the earth itself, is a long white hand, dripping with deep ocean waters. The hand closes, the gem vanishes, and a line of pure darkness spreads forth from the hand up to Galdric. As Galdric of Davinia, the first of his name, rises from his knees. It seems like the darkness drips from him as if from the deep ocean. He stands, cloaked in death, and from far away, we hear the agony of a fool who thought himself above Divinia's rule. And we're back in the dungeon.
What is dead may never die.
I wanted like commission like a really badass like Blizzard animation studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
I know, right?
Like, what
Let's
the fuck?
fucking go, man.
Could you not just fucking see that shit, man?
Tech,
Yeah.
can I borrow the brush in which you paint your word pictures with? Because Jesus Christ, that was so good.
Oh man, thank you. When I was thinking about the narrative intro, I was thinking about this cool moment, and I thought I had a chance to say a lot without explicitly saying a lot, and this picture just like bloomed in my head, and I just frantically wrote it down, and it was so fucking cool.
Came out fucking perfectly.
Oh man,
The best.
a big part is the music, man. I sit there when I'm going to write these narrative intros, I'm like flipping through all the music that I'm allowed to play until like I play a song and I'm like, oh fuck, this is the one, and I just sit there with it on loop as I sit there writing the narrative intro. So I really like that music too.
That's so fucking sick.
Okay, so you guys are
It's gonna cost me about 80 grand, but it's gonna be worth it.
okay. So you guys are in the well room. You have given Joan Divinia the phylactery of the Lich, and you heard a roar come up from the hallway to your map left. Yeah, you guys are kind of good to go. What would you like to do? And let me know if you need any questions answered.
I think Slump would, with his big fucking corrugated metal knuckled knight's glove arms, would spit on the face smashing side of his hammer and rub it with the end of his shirt and say,
Sounds like someone needs a bashing.
and then gesture towards the side of the room.
So, do we still hear the sound of the Lich?
It was just one big horrific roar and then silence.
Oh
Gotcha.
God.
So he's either dead or we have to kill the body first before he.
Yeah.
Either way, there's only one way to find out. So
Gotta finish your leftovers, Galdric.
wait, what?
Yeah, he's a leftover.
Yeah. Gotta eat up all your dinner.
You did part of it.
Yep.
Part of him is done.
Oh, okay.
Part of
Yeah.
him is not.
Then I gotta make sure all of them is dead.
So I have to eat him?
Yep.
Already.
Gotta eat them
Had
all
him
up.
before.
Gotta finish your dinner.
I don't want my
That's the
veggies.
We don't waste food on this farm. We don't waste food on this farm. That's the rule. No. Oh, here we go. Open wide.
No, I don't think so. No, I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, perhaps we should go and see what remains of. Or do you want to try talking to old JD? You know.
No, let's go see what he looks like. Let's go see him. I just talked to her. She's fine.
Okay. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Maybe Lady Sara is there.
Oh yeah. Oh, I hope they're not one and the same. Otherwise, whoops.
No.
Oopsie.
I wonder if the dead that roams around don't work anymore after
Oh.
that.
Oh, probably
Yeah.
not. Probably
Yeah,
not.
Can I roll to see if I hear the sounds of any movement of anything other than us, in any direction?
Yeah. Roll plus wisdom. Okay. Yep. That's technically a mixed success. So you're kind of listening around, and you can't hear the whole dungeon from where you're at,
Of course.
but from where you're at, you would hear shuffling every now and then, and you hear nothing now.
Yeah, it seems pretty quiet in here. We might
Well-
be safe. Slump says we just, no better time than the present.
Let's start. Let's go. I'll lead the way very, very happily.
Okay. Yep.
No, check.
Actually, as we're going up to the wall,
Yeah.
I want Slump to fucking set himself up, lift one leg and bend the knee, and full force baseball bat swing his hammer into the wall. Just beside, like, is there an opening there where it's circled?
Yeah. There's a big doorway there. Yep.
Sure. Yeah, I want to smack beside it and just see what happens. Does it make a sound? Does it do anything? Does any of it feel like it's giving way? Does the sound of the me hitting it resound in any way that causes any kind of disturbance?
Interesting.
So you wind up and you just kind of smash this metal hammer against the stone, and it makes a mighty clang. And you hear in the room just beyond, you hear what sounds like 100 clocks all ticking like a couple minutes, and then they go click 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 click, and then they stop.
Did you hear that?
What the fuck does that?
That sounds a little bit like spooter legs. There better not be a spooter in there, Mr. Teeny Tot. You promised me there'd be no spooters. You said.
They're probably rats.
Promise cross Teeny Tots hope to perish horribly in the mouth of the Kraken, screaming for 1,000 years and being digested slowly, that you'll never see another spooter.
I'm not gonna say that.
No, you already did. So let's just.
No, I didn't. I didn't know.
Walk into the doorway.
Oh God.
You walk through the doorway.
Like very cautiously poke my head in the doorway and see what's there.
Okay, so when you poke your head in the doorway, you're kind of down here. You're not in. You're just poking your head in.
Exactly.
You see a long hallway. Roll plus wisdom again. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. You see a long hallway that seems to be very empty. There's kind of like nothing in here. There's been bone shards all over the place. There are no bone shards in this room, and it seems very kind of uniform. The ground isn't the standard, cobblestone or dirt or paving stones of rough and even cutting. This is a very, very uniform looking room.
This place looks cleaner than the others, and it's really
Slump is making like chopping motions with his hands beside his own face.
Kitchen? It's not a kitchen.
No, it's
massage room?
No, it's
and then he's doing the thing where he's got like the hands on beside his head, and then one under his chin and one on top of his head, and then back to his cheeks, and then on top of his, it's very
picturesque.
No, it's
and Slump
picture frame
grabs Galdric's head and is trying to squish it into a square.
It's dying. It's dying. Is it dying? I think it's dying.
No, it's not dying. It's
square.
Slump remembered his shapes. It's square. It's really square.
Oh, you couldn't have just said shape?
Listen, it's a big word.
Square's bigger.
Slump can't count. Listen, we're going in there.
Galdric like scooting him along the butt like a kid into the hallway.
Go on, get it.
Okay. I'm going. I'm looking. Okay. This is. Can I look around?
Roll plus wisdom.
Always is a fucking wisdom. I think it's a 1. I'm pretty sure I have a 1.
Well, grab yourself an experience point.
Whoops.
And I'm now level 10.
Hey. This is the least trapped room you've ever seen.
It is a square.
Wait, say what you said again, DM?
I said this is the least trapped room you've ever seen.
As I look around the square, maybe somebody else would like to roll.
Maybe someone else should come take a look.
Locke, should we look at the same time? Let's all look. You want to look?
I got the metal hand, so if something bad's gonna happen, might as well. So I'm gonna inspect for traps.
Okay, roll plus wisdom or intelligence, whichever's higher.
forget. Let me take a look.
I imagine intelligence, but you never know. Okay, yeah, mixed success. You know what? Since you're explicitly looking for traps, you do notice that the whole floor is covered in little, maybe 3/4 inch wide holes all over the floor.
Oh boy.
And similar holes all along the walls.
Oh God.
I think Locke just like, it looks like the room is a dart or spike trap, and he like points at the holes nearby.
Oh no.
Could Slump tell that from his 7?
You were just kind of looking at the room. So you know, upon first look, you wouldn't have seen that, but now that he's pointed it out, you can definitely see that now.
Okay.
Nah, you're wrong. Nah, you're wrong. Nah, it's not true.
Take a step forward.
No, you take a step and shut up.
Oh, you're already in the room.
You're already. No, you go.
No, after you.
No, Slump doesn't want to. Don't tell Slump what to do.
Are you sure?
Okay, so what now? Well, what do you think?
Can I pick up a rock from the room we were in?
Yep.
And say, I'm gonna throw it. Are you okay with me throwing this into the area?
Yeah, let's all just take a step back and make sure that we're ready to get back into the other room in case a gate closes on us or something.
Very good. Good call. Okay, shuffle.
Shuffle.
And I'll
Shuffle,
throw a rock into the hall.
Okay, what size rock are you throwing?
I would love a softball size if that's available.
Softball size. That's
on the ground?
That's a pretty big. I mean, no, that's around.
Pretty good rock.
That's a pretty good rock.
I wanted to have some weight in case it's like pressure related.
Yeah. Okay, so you throw roll plus strength. See how far you can throw the softball size, because I don't think I could throw a rock like that very far.
It's a shot put more, I guess, than a.
I could.
Holy fucking shit! You guys fucking
Lou's got an arm.
I know. You guys watch Lou pick up a solid stone the size of a softball, and like you're all like, "Oh, that's a pretty good rock," and Lou just fucking biffs it in there.
Turns around and grins and was like, I was in a league.
In Waterboy where he throws the baseball out of the window and it hits like the colonel professor in the head. I was hoping she would fail because I wanted to do that.
Yeah, no, you fucking whip this rock into there. It clears probably, a quarter, maybe a third of the distance in there. Before it lands with a massive crash as this giant rock smacks into the stone floor, and there is a click as it lands on the floor, and the sides of the room start kind of seeping this gas out into the room.
I would like to cast disable traps.
Can you describe that one more time? Sorry.
Yeah. So the stone kind of smashes into the middle of the room.
Okay.
And as it lands on some of the stones in the center of the room, there's a clicking sound.
Okay.
And little like tubes kind of come out of the sides of the walls and start spewing a gas into the room.
Oh boy.
Is this like a fast raid? Is this like a fog machine, or is this like a small, like we could just hear a?
Oh no, you can see it. Like it goes like, and a big kind of gout of gas kind of comes into the room, and kind of covers the floor, and then goes away quite quickly. Like it kind of seeps through the floor quite quickly, and the room goes back to normal.
So
Asthma, bad air.
you think it's because of the?
And Slump is pointing at the ground because he does not remember the name for the word for weight.
It's because of the.
That ground? I don't know.
No, it's because of the. Because of.
So now Slump is like grabbing his stomach.
Because of the.
Digestion?
If Slump threw Mr. Teeny Tot down there, would it do that too? Yes. Okay, so we shouldn't do that. How do we make it stop?
There's probably a path.
Oh.
Oh.
Hold on, Slump. Well, Slump will get to the bottom of that.
Well, and on top of that, at least where I'm from, liches don't walk; they float.
Really? Oh, okay.
So the whole thing could be bad. I don't know.
Is there? Is it on the roof too?
I don't know.
On the ceiling?
Well, you can't throw just the.
Could we like monkey climb? Like a jungle gym?
Do you see any monkey bars?
Well, listen, asshole. What if we? Slump doesn't know it's possible. How do you know? You don't know.
Okay, all right.
Slump didn't mean it.
Okay. No, I'm sorry too. Okay. Wait.
Slump didn't apologize.
Let's just back up.
Okay.
Let's just back up.
All right.
Let's just back up. Everybody back up. Everybody, I want to like get everybody like some room.
Yeah.
Right. Some room.
Yep.
Hey, Locke, can you see if it's flammable?
Yes, I can.
I want to make sure we all have like a good I want to see if this is. I don't know if this is acidic or if it's like, an agent for burning us once we step on it.
Yeah. So the gas is basically gone at this point. It dissipated. It fell through the floor. So the room is back to kind of its normal regular state.
Does Slump notice anything in particular about the gas? Like, was it a spell that he recognized, or?
Yeah. So with that roll, I will say it was definitely not a spell. It was very much like a chemical compound that was sprayed into the room. Yep.
Okay.
You guys are about to hear my dogs go nuts because my food's getting delivered. But I'm gonna say, hey, Locke, be ready. See if that shit's flammable. And I want to take another rock and I want to chuck it into the room.
Oh, smart.
And what I want to do is I want to see if I can cause a chain reaction for him to see if it's flammable. And if it does, blow up whatever canisters are there, so we're safe from it.
Okay. What size of rock are you picking up?
A bigger one than Lou, just to prove myself.
Okay, sounds good. Roll a strength check. Oh my god.
God damn, I don't want to get my food. Fuck me.
I was so ready for him to fail and just drop it on his foot. Okay, no, that is technically a mixed success. It's a bigger rock than Lou's, so I think it doesn't go quite as far. It goes maybe 20%, 25% of the way into the room as he kind of throws this I guess kind of cantaloupe-sized rock, and it fucking smashes into the floor. And as it does, you hear another click. The tubes come out of the walls, and the gas is sprayed in. Would you like to do something, Locke?
Anytime. Oh, I said fire. I didn't know if it transmitted.
Oh, it didn't. It didn't. Yeah, it must have not picked it up.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Shoot. I don't know if you want to roll for that.
Yeah, you want to shoot some fire into the room, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't think you need to really roll for it. You're just kind of shooting fire into the room, into the gas, which is everywhere. Right. And I will say, when you shoot fire into the room, it does kind of push the gas to the side a little bit as the hot air kind of pushes it away. But it doesn't ignite. Nothing blows up. It doesn't really seem to consume the gas or anything like that. It just kind of pushes a bit of the gas out of the way, and then the gas kind of falls through the floor again.
Well, there's got to be some sort of hidden door or back area passage to maintain all this. Like, you hear the gears turning every time you throw a rock, so there's got to be some sort of access to all that.
Can you make the whole room really, really hot and melt any of that? Any of the gears or anything? Like turn the whole room into an oven and then cook all the stuff that makes the gas come out.
You have one spell that could do that.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Slump gets a dangerous glint in his eye.
Do it. Do it. Give him your wild time.
No.
This is what it's like to chew 5 gum.
It's not the time yet.
Come on.
It's not the time yet.
Fine. Boring.
Mostly because we're indoors, and a spell like that would probably collapse everything in on us.
I have an idea.
Well, that's lame. Lou Dog, do you have any glasses that can look through there or anything fucking lame like that?
Oh, yeah, I have my lame glasses. Hold on one sec. And I'll see if I can. Well, no, you already looked for spells, but I'll look through ink vision and see if there's anything set.
Yeah. Okay, when you kind of, you turn on your ink vision, you're looking through all the ink. The room looks very normal. No spells, no sources of magic, no nothing. It just looks like a room. It looks like the least magical room you've been in.
I agree with what you said, Slump. I think this is mechanical and not a spell.
Yeah, Slump thinks that too.
Okay, I have an idea.
Oh yeah, go.
What's your idea?
I have an idea.
What?
It's probably not going to work.
Okay.
I want to take out my gun. And
Yeah.
I want to shaky, and I want to shoot the opposite. Is there like a doorway at the other side of this thing or something?
Yep. There is a door on the opposite side.
Okay, now above the door, I want to shoot like a zip line.
Very interesting.
And I want to attach the zip line to the other door. I want to see if we can like monkey bars across.
Okay, all right. What's up, Locke?
After him.
Okay. Roll plus charisma or wisdom, whichever's higher, to see if you can cast the spell.
Boop.
Ah, fuck. I'm not gonna lie. I was really hoping for a mixed success or lower. But that's a fucking 13. So I think this is a pretty fucking good spell. You give your gun a wiggle, and it kind of conforms its shot, and the lead ball that's in there kind of pops out the front and grows hooks. And you give it a shot. It's got a tether behind it, and it embeds itself in the other wall. So now you do have a tether embedded in the other wall, and then you're holding the gun.
Okay. Okay, I have an idea. So hold this. I want him to hold it like I want tell him to like hold it in the air.
Okay.
And pantomime him holding it in the air.
Okay.
Slump is holding it the most awkward way possible. He's holding it like between like his thumb, index finger, and ring finger, and his like middle finger and pinky are pointing straight out like he doesn't know how to hold this thing.
Okay.
Holding a teacup.
Yeah, but with another finger sticking out weirdly.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. And now I want to grab onto it. I want to start climbing across.
Okay.
Don't fucking drop me.
Okay.
Make a
Dare say dexterity. I am gripping with my hands so fucking hard.
I really wanted to say dexterity, but I really think this is either strength or constitution, whichever is higher for you.
That would be strength.
All right, roll plus strength. Ah, fuck. Okay, you guys all watch as Slump is like fucking delicately holding this gun, but he's so fucking strong that it doesn't fucking matter. And Galdric hops up onto the rope and just starts fucking arm over arm climbing across the room. And Galdric, you are now suspended above the ground, above the other door.
Does it look like there's any of those stones that would trigger shit over there?
Oh, you mean like the like floor tiles? Yeah, they look like you'd have to kind of swing through the doorway. Anything in the room is covered in those tiles.
Fuck. Okay. I'll try to swing it then.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah,
What would...
I already know. I already know. Dexterity. Go fuck yourself.
Oh my god!
I want to like swing as if I'm gonna nail it, and I just let go at the wrong spot, and I just swing into the room.
You guys watch Galdric swing back and forth and back and forth and back and let's go, and he swings himself belly first into the room.
Oh no!
Gotta get up and immediately run to the doorway.
Roll plus Constitution, Galdric.
I can do that. Okay. Okay, I just died.
So when you hit the ground, you make a very loud like oh as you hit the ground, and the walls have those little tubes pop out, and you start sprinting for the door as quick as you can. And as you're going, the gas is just kind of too quick for you. You take one big huff in, and you just get really fucking confused, and you get really dazed, and you don't really know where you are. Let me just take a look here. What is the exact specifics? Okay, so with this, you get kind of confused. You walk around a little bit, and then you just fall asleep. And you hit the ground, and everybody else, you watch as the kind of as Galdric is falling, as the gas is leaving the room, you watch the entire floor have spikes come up. They're only like maybe
Oh my fucking god!
they're only like 3 inches long, but you basically watch Galdric get turned into a pin cushion for a second as it goes plunk into him, and then they retract again.
Oh my god.
Enough to be mean. Like,
And Galdric,
this is a bad room.
you take 3 points of damage.
Is that mitigated by armor?
I guess technically it would be because it's spikes hitting you, and you know you're wearing armor and everything. So yeah, technically that would get mitigated by armor.
In that case, you don't see me get damaged at all. You just see the spikes push me up and then put me back.
So you watch a sleeping Galdric get levitated by the spikes a little bit and then put back down. And then Galdric, you wake up about 2 steps away from the exit door.
Oh god! I just want to. I'm on my belly, right?
Yep.
Can I assume that what I'm on right now is already like pressed? Is already what's what I'm looking for? Weighted?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay, I stand up very carefully.
Yep.
Like as if not to push it.
Yep.
Oh. What happened?
You
Are
okay?
you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm great. How'd I get here?
You used your zip line thing, and then you
Oh,
went,
yeah.
And Slump is like imitating someone really drunk stumbling around.
and then you fell on your tum.
Oh.
And then you were all like, and then
That
the spikes came up.
That didn't happen. Okay.
That happened to you.
I'm gonna take I'm gonna hold my breath.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna see if I can just like jump to the thing, because it's only like 2 tiles.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna see if I can jump to it, and if I don't make it, I just fucking sprint the rest of the way.
Okay. Yeah. So roll strength. See if you can jump far enough. Oh yeah. Yep. With basically no problem at all. You take one big leap. You leap through the door, and you are through the room.
Okay. I want to see if there's any sort of like mechanism or like, you know, is this a video game? Can I turn off the trap now that I'm on the other side?
Roll plus intelligence.
You just hate me today, don't you? Jesus
I'm
Christ.
trying to give you chances to level up.
I want to sweet talk the doors and be like, hey, where's your off switch? Can I use charisma?
No.
Okay.
Mixed success. Yeah, you're looking around. There does not seem to be a switch anywhere to disable anything.
Can I start? Ooh, can I just start pushing randomly on the walls?
Yeah,
There's
absolutely.
Like a hidden button. I just like, okay, there's got to be something around here. What the fuck?
Yeah, so you start pressing on all the walls and above the door and beside the door and on the floor and all the walls, and nothing really seems to give way.